month in franchise history. And they put 146 on the board tonight. Wizards have no timeouts. 10 seconds left. Nets up by 5. Beal launches. He's got a three. 146, 144, and a steal. Westbrook. Oh, he's got it, a three. Washington goes up by 1. Timeout, Brooklyn. Catastrophe for the Nets. A giveaway.
Before we get to the content, just a quick reminder, we're giving away a PlayStation 5 digital edition at the end of the month to a subscriber that turns on our notifications on this channel. Whether you're an old subscriber or a new subscriber, if you sub and hit that notification bell, you have entered for a chance to win a PS5. If you want additional entries, follow us on Instagram and on Twitter, because I do give away things on those platforms as well, including this Kobe Bryant artwork giveaway we're doing on Instagram, and I'm going to be announcing those winners on my Instagram story tonight. But also, it's just a good idea because we feature Instagram and Twitter takes in each and every upload. Now that we got all that out of the way, cue the intro.
Right now, all that matters is that we get a win, and we fought through the night, man. There's so much ups and downs with our team right now, and tonight we got to win. That's all that matters, and you know, I'm proud of everybody in the locker room.
Speaking of being proud, I think we're proud of you the way you was attacking the basket tonight with that authority and that aggressiveness. Tell me what has changed over the last week with you and your health.
Well, I got healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, my legs feel a lot better, man. I was, you know, out there playing with one leg and just trying to give everything I had and try to take a little break, but you know, like every other game, every night, man, I give all the glory to the man above for allowing me to go out and be able to compete, and I'm thankful to be able to do that.
It just felt good to get a win. You know, it's not a big altering change. Oh man, we're right. Like, we still got a lot of work to do. We still got to get better. Still got to get back in the gym. But this is a good team we beat tonight, so we definitely feel good. Yeah, I feel great. Last game, I had no energy. I had nothing for the guys, and I apologize. I put that one on me. And tonight, I got my rest, and I was very locked in and ready to go. But it was a collective effort. It wasn't just me. So I'm definitely happy that we were able to get the win and rally together and do it.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, everybody? Guys, I know it's been a while. I haven't given up on making NBA content. The reason why I haven't made NBA videos in a while is, one, I'm in the midst of like NFL playoff frenzy, but two, there just hasn't been much news to make videos on, and whenever a slow period comes out, I like to not make videos just to prove to you guys that I won't bring you guys news unless if there is news to bring you guys, because I take my credibility with you guys extremely seriously. And on top of that, I've been getting a lot of requests for a dedicated video on Russell Westbrook, because Russell Westbrook has had a very interesting year so far, including last NBA season. As a matter of fact, if you just look at his career ever since he left the OKC Thunder, it's been on a steep decline. And while he did get the ultimate revenge and seemed to have come alive last night when he finally had some sort of baggage that he needed to take out on the Brooklyn Nets, because essentially the 2011 OKC Thunder decided to team up again and made sure not to invite Serge Ibaka or Russell Westbrook. I'm talking about Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Jeff Green pretty much decided to form a team on the Brooklyn Nets. Now, the real reason why I didn't make this video yet is because I didn't think I had a good enough sample size on Russell Westbrook. While I would watch Russell Westbrook play this year, it seemed a lot like his play not even during his entirety with the Houston Rockets. It seemed eerily reminiscent of the way he played in the NBA playoffs with the Houston Rockets. And if you remember that time, Russell Westbrook wasn't his full self when he was playing in the NBA bubble with the Houston Rockets. First of all, he caught COVID, so he had to quarantine for quite some time after taking a 3-month absence from the Houston Rockets because the NBA was shut down in general. And then once he did finally come back, the Rockets were just not clicking the same way, and it's really a shame because they were one of many teams that were really starting to hit their stride towards the latter part of the season. Then all of a sudden there was a gigantic NBA shutdown. Everyone was in a funk, not really on their game, which I predicted would end up happening. And of course, he ends up getting traded in the offseason to the Washington Wizards. James Harden gets traded to the Brooklyn Nets. But what makes things even worse is so far, the Washington Wizards are a bottom 5 team in the NBA. But they're not your average bottom 5 team. If you look at Bradley Beal, who's leading the NBA in points per game thus far, yeah, he's really sad, and there's a bunch of memes on him just being depressed on the bench being made, but he's still not demanding a trade. He wants to stay in Washington. He believes in this unit of him and Russell Westbrook. And well, it appears as though Russell Westbrook finally understands what's been holding him back. And this is according to his 2-time head coach, including his current head coach, Scott Brooks, saying that I've seen a few injuries that he's had. He would do something that I've never seen before. He would come back from an injury and be ready to go the next day and play a lot of minutes and attack the basket like it's his enemy. He didn't do that this time, which I'm glad, because he is an old man now. He needs to be smarter in his rehab. You see the difference the last 3 games. It's nothing like he was playing the first couple of games because he feels better now. And I feel like this win against the Brooklyn Nets is exactly what the Washington Wizards needed in order to truly believe in themselves. Because now that Russell Westbrook is being smarter with his rehabilitation, now that he's no longer dealing with injuries anymore, I'm not necessarily expecting him to consistently have near 40-point triple-doubles at this age. Rather, I do expect him to be a good teammate and a player that could potentially be one member of a potential big 3 or a dynamic duo that could make a push into the late final seeds that make it to the playoffs, say a 6 to 8 seed or in the middle of that. What's probably the scariest part of Russell Westbrook's game this year is his 3-point percentage has improved tremendously in the 11 games that he's played thus far. When you go back to where he was in Houston last year, where he got significantly more wide open looks at 3, Russell Westbrook attempted 3.7 3-pointers per game and shot a career low 26% from the field, while his second lowest since his sophomore season. However, this year, when he would attempt more 3-pointers per game, 4.7 threes per game, he was able to convert on 37% of those, despite shooting more threes. Now, the season is still very young. This number could easily dwindle upwards and downwards, and so far, Russell Westbrook's advanced statistics don't look that pretty either in this young season. But now that he's coming back from injury, this is the point where I'm going to truly begin my evaluation of the Washington Wizards and Russell Westbrook. I still believe that in order for the Washington Wizards to truly experience success, they need to do whatever it takes to get Deni Avdija more involved in the offense and help Rui Hachimura become a better defender, because so far in his young NBA career, despite possessing tremendous potential to be a good defender, Rui Hachimura is a negative 2.5 on the defensive box plus minus statistic. Deni Avdija so far looks like he's going to be a bit of a project because I see him disappear at times in the offense, but he is better defensively than Rui Hachimura has been, at least so far. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think about Russell Westbrook and the Washington Wizards? Do you expect them to improve, or do you think they're going to stay at the rate they're at currently? Aside from that, I'm your boy Mike, and I'm dropping her mic until her next upload.